6-1 by 2 goals to 1. Good start from everybody. Of the game, they played very well. They created all the chances. And now you have intelligent.
Yes.
The game. Obviously, you are going.
Yes.
You have break the record of Angola. That's
well done, Bafana, Bafana. Well done, boys. Well done, boys. Well done, boys. Grade one, boys. Grade one. What an impact by Muremi. What do you call that? Impact substitution. Brilliant substitution by Coach Bruce. Aye, well done, boys. Well done, boys. Cheers, well done. Wow. We came alive second half. We came alive second half. Noma.
So many South Africans thinking they could pick a point from this fixture.
No. We definitely came alive second half.
Kickstart the campaign as they hope to go.
We came alive second half. We definitely came alive second half. Brilliant. Well done, boys. 3 points. Now we have to beat Egypt, then we're through. Yeah. We must beat Egypt, then we're through to round 16. That's all we need. We beat Egypt come Friday. We're through to the round 16. That's all we need. Forget Zimbabwe. Let Zimbabwe play alone there. Forget Zimbabwe. Let me welcome Zia. Wow, what an impact Muremi had. What an impact Muremi had.
You know what? Impact players came to the big stage today.
Impact players.
Came to the big.
I see what you did
As
there.
you can see, we needed that energy from whoever who came in from the bench.
He had the energy.
Yeah, Muremi. You know what? VR guys. Muremi had a wonderful game.
Yes.
Wonderful. Best game of his career, he will say this one is.
Yeah.
At a bbigger stage. You know what?
He's gone. He's leaving. Muremi's leaving. How old is he? How old is Muremi?
I think he's 21 or 20. He's still young.
He's gone.
He's still young. Remember, we're going to lose. I think 2 years from now, we're not going to have the same players in our team. So
no, Muremi is gone. Muremi is gone. He is gone. The boy is intelligent.
Jesus. You know what? I couldn't believe it. Like, even you can see that everyone just came alive. Even Foster. Remember, I was complaining about Foster is people, but it didn't drop back because now Muremi was doing those. Take one-on-one.
Was doing the hard work for him.
Exactly. You know that you have wingers who will pass the ball to you. That's what we need. You didn't have to do much. Because now Apollo was on the other side, but Nkota was lacking on the other side. But
what do you make of the goal? The technique there. World-class striker, Foster.
That's a professional goal. That, you know what? It shows that he plays in the Premier League. So it's not just any technique from the local, but yeah, it's actually
angry with him because he has the technique. 76th minute, he got a chance. That ball that came to him,
and then it went from the sky.
Exactly. He could have. It needed the very same technique.
I was actually complaining, why did he rush? Because I think everyone was taking back. Had a touch and wait. I was actually angry. Why do you have to rush? You're a striker. You know you're in the box. Anything can happen. You can never touch someone who just, even from the back, you're going to get a penalty. There's no need to rush. Stay. You're in the box. You know, if it wasn't Mbule, if you saw Mbule today, he waited for a tackle every time. Just a tackle, then he goes down. He played like a proper number 10. So I think if it was Mbule or who had that chance, he was going to get a penalty because you know that everyone is rushing. You don't need to rush as well. Just slow down. Then everyone's just going to get the ball to you. So, yeah, no, man. But anyway, what a second half performance. Remember what I said? This will be a game of goals because you're not going to have a 0-0 draw because Angola didn't sit back.
In fact, we could have had more goals.
We could have had more. we were complaining first half that we had only one chance that we created and we scored.
Yes.
But now look at the end of the game. I think we had about 9 to 10 chances. Now Angola only had 7 chances.
And can we diagnose why made the difference? First half we had only 1 shot on target. Second half we probably have, like as you mentioned, lots of those shots on target.
About 8 second half.
What made the difference? It was Mremi impact making those things available. But what else have you seen that contributed to us having so much shots on target? Because we didn't have that, and I think that's very important.
In the first half, yeah. I think when you asked me during the halftime, like what would be the team talk with the coach in the dressing room, I think this what played a big factor now, because now bringing Mremi, and I think that initiated energy to that Mule. You don't need to defend.
Yeah.
Because if you look in the second half, Mule was not close to Mokoena, was not close to Yaya. He was always where he needed to be. That's when Foster was no longer dropping. Foster was always there. Hence, we even had an offside because he was late from the offside. So I think that team talk, I think the coach had made it clear, like, you don't need to drop back. These guys are not a threat to us. So we need to play to attack. I said to you as well, like, we're playing for 3 points, you're not playing for a point. So if we were going to get a point out of this game, I think we were going to be disappointed as South Africans, and also a coach was going to be disappointed. So I think the team talk in the second half made a huge difference. And I was actually surprised that he only brought Muremi in the first half, but he delayed all the other subs. So I was like, okay, this was a plan. Because now you can realize from when Muremi came in until after the second goal, we had a fantastic game. Yeah, Angola was struggling to keep up with us. And I'm actually happy now because second half, Angola was not a threat. They didn't, Mbogazi and Gezana were just committing fouls.
They were cruising. And we are not even giving away set pieces as compared to second half. Before we go far, can I ask the guys who are online with us, please comment on the charts. Can you share and like the conversation? Please comment. We want to have more people coming on board. Let's tell us your view. How did you find the game? Please share with us on the comments. How did you find the game? In fact, we can even allow some of you guys to come up and join us on live. So maybe I think that's another thing that we need to invite some of people. Come Friday, if you want to join us for the discussions post-match, you want to raise your views, please send your details on the chat box. If you don't mind, you can share your numbers there, and then we'll take those numbers. In fact, I think that's what we need to do. We need to have the group chat, WhatsApp group, where people can, the logins and Zoom details can be shared so that people can be part of the conversation. But in the meantime, for now, please send your comments there. Don't forget to like and share these live, and let's engage. Please, how did you find the game? First half versus second half. How did Mremi? You know what? All I'm going to say, Mremi. But also Foster showed. I mean, let's be honest. Foster had a quiet game.
He had a quiet first half.
A quiet game. Second half. He was there, not there. But you could start seeing that there was a momentum. It was building up. And he delivered. He delivered when he was needed.
Now what's it like? One person can make a huge difference into a whole team. Because now if you can, like, we only had one change and it affected almost the entire team, the energy from the attackers, from the defenders. Now you could see that there was a motivation, there was a pass, there was connection, there was, like, you could see Mremi left and right and center. You could see him there. He was playing as like an untouchable player. He was switching
the positions with Apollis there.
With Apollis, yes.
And so understanding from the Orlando Perez side.
Hence, I'm saying, like, even look at the goal that was actually denied. Yeah, I think is it Mokoena or Mbule that chance? Who created that chance? One of them, I think it was Mokoena. I'm not sure, or Mbule. But you could see that the bond, whenever we go to the attacking phase, the players understood each other.
Remember assignment. Or you mean that the one who headed the ball towards what's his name?
Yes.
Foster. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm saying, like, now you could see the understand the bonding towards the guys whenever they were going to attack. Now you could see that they were able to understand. They know what they are capable. Hence, I'm saying the impact of one player made the whole team to click now. Because even Foster, the same thing we're saying, like the energy just came alive. Where I was actually concerned, like I think now it's about the time to sub Foster, because bring Mahopa, because it looks like he's tired. But all of a sudden he started to gain that momentum, that energy. Even Bule, I was even saying Bule is tired around 70 minutes, but he actually pushed so to the point where I was like, okay, the guys now, I think they understand now. The more they play in the ball and not playing the long balls, then that's how we get our strong ball.
Yes, and I could also see what's his name, Mokoena was struggling towards the last few minutes. I could see when he was tracking back, I'm like, okay, Mokoena, you now the engine is not there.
This is where you ask me about the importance of Mokoena. Even coach, he couldn't risk taking Mokoena and replace him with Ubas, because I also like, okay, you could have bring in Bata and Ubas at the same time, taking Bule and Mokoena out because they look tired. But now, because the importance of Mokoena, he couldn't risk that of losing Mokoena. It's like, no, I will keep him. Then he's gonna start reserving. I think for the next game, he's gonna have to be more. So yeah, I think that Mokoena is very, very important in our squad. It's very, very important.
Very, very intelligent player, very smart. He linked it up. But like you said, we didn't. In first half, we didn't have those players that were assisting Foster. But it shows us, it gives us a glimpse of if Foster can have those players that do the hard works and
the creativities,
the wingers that brings the ball towards him, and what kind of a striker we're going to have. So it really told us. So, but then given that, as a coach, what do you do next? Do you start with Muremi and bench Nkota? Because surely Nkota can't play well. Not to say he can't, but first half it seems like he couldn't click with Foster. What do you do?
Yeah. No, I think as a coach, he's always going to have to make some rotate players and make some changes. But for me, I'll keep up I'll keep the same lineup, or maybe I possibly bring in Muremi and start a game, then Nkota be on the bench, or bring Muremi and Nkota, then Apolisi be on the bench. Then you know that again on the second half, I'm gonna bring a different type of a player to make those impact changes. Because now everyone is gonna be aware that if Muremi is outside, then they know that Muremi is gonna come in second half. Now they're gonna deploy someone to look after Muremi. But now you just gonna bring a psychological factor, and okay, I'm not gonna bring Muremi out. Muremi will start and Nkota will start. Then Apolis will be the one who's outside. Because he also can come up with that creativity, with that energy. He also can add numbers on the attack. So I think as a coach, there's not much you can just change on the attack. But again, whenever you come to rotating and also analyzing your opponents, that's when you can just come with those tactics. Because and remember, when you come to Egypt, they need pace. So you need players that will be pace, because those defenders, they don't have that much pace. They're just good on playing aerial balls and long balls, but they are not good when it comes to pace. As you can see, Moreno was able to make those run behind the defenders, which killed Angola. Because Angola wanted to attack, but whenever you can see, we could defend in numbers, but Moreno was always up high. And whenever you get the ball, we'll give it to Moremi. So they became aware that, okay, this is a strategy that Bafana is using, but they couldn't stop it because it's the second half. Even the coach, whenever he tried to realize that he wanted to attack to get a goal, but not to defend.
The pace, the boy has a pace.
He has a pace. He has a pace. As I'm saying, you will never know as a coach which changes he's gonna make. Because if you look at Nkota, Moremi, and Apolis, they all have pace. They all have pace. They can run behind the defense. So I think that's a concern again going forward to other teams. Like whenever even Egypt want to play with us, they want to play a chess game. They're not gonna play an open game because they saw what happened to Angola. Angola's trying to keep up with us. So whenever the next game that's going to be on Friday, it's going to be a chess game. Now it's going to be positional football. Now they're going to start, they're going to use those tactics of fouls all the time. But they're not going to give us a game that will be, this was a perfect game for us. Because this is what we love as South Africans. We're not good at defensive. We're not good at playing at defensive football that much. But whenever you open game, you want to use our attackers.
We'll beat you. We'll beat you.
This is what we accept. Actually, that's what you do best. That's what you do best. As you can see, our top teams now, even in South Africa, whenever we play football games, we get goals.
We get goals. We get goals. What changes do you make come Friday?
As I said, you don't need to change. Don't change anything that is not broken. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. The only change can be, as I'm saying, concern of one or two players. But I'm not surely concerned about the whole entire team and said, okay, this, this, or Mudiba that, or Mbule this. No, I will say, to be honest, I will say keep the same lineup. You can just be strategic whenever you change. You just make a strategical changes, not because the Mkota had a bad game. No, I will actually be the one who's concerned. Like Mkota must start a game actually on Friday. He must be there to start a game. Then you just make it. That's not a technical change. You can even bring in Mahopa or instead of Lyle Foster, just to make those guys to run back. Because now you can see both Moremi and Foster, they had the understanding whenever they go into the but in the first half, Foster was nowhere to be found. We actually said that Foster is nowhere to be found.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in the game. He wasn't in the game.
If you look in that first half, our number 9 and number 10, they were not in much play. Hence, I said Mbule and Foster, they were far apart from each other. But on the second half, they were close to each other. Hence, we were able to play those short passes. And Moremi, because Moremi was able to cut in and also add numbers. Then we can have 3 players playing short passes. Then obviously you can't stop that. Instead, you're going to get free kick. Hence, you saw Mbule was fouled a lot of time because of those short passes, because he knows that whenever he holds the ball, he needs to turn. He's not passing defensive. He needs to turn and attack.
Wow. What a second half. What a second half.
What a game.
I see that everyone is so happy. I'm looking at the TV. The fans are screaming. Everyone is super happy, man.
It took us 21 years to get a first game win in AFCON. So yeah, it's been a while.
That's imagine 21 years.
21
what
years.
Do you tell, what do you tell what do you tell the coach, Hugo Bruce? What do you tell him? What do you say to him? Should we be listening to him on who has to succeed him? He needs to have a say. What's your take?
No. You know, that's why the CV becomes more complicated and more important now. Because now, if you want to succeed, Hugo Bruce, who are you going to bring? Because the guy has taken us from nothing to something. Because remember, we're struggling to play AFCONs. We're struggling to qualify for AFCON, World Cup. Now, here we are. And if you look into our squad, this is the first squad, I think, in many years, and as I'm saying, almost 21 years, to be able to participate in AFCON and also in the World Cup at the same time. At the same time. And we didn't just get a helping hand. We qualified to play there. We didn't just because we are hosts. We qualified to get there. So now this way comes the conversation of, is South Africa a contender to win an AFCON? This is where it becomes a big factor. Because most teams, they were like, no.
Listen, I think the combination, or if we can give Foster the balls, I'm telling you, teams are in trouble.
No, I'm happy with that. I know that's going to happen.
We need to give balls to...
If you look at Mahopa and Foster, for me, Mahopa has energy. Foster has that composure, that calmness. Hence, at some point, like, why did you rush? I know you are this calm. Then why did you make the rush decision there? Because if you can see even the goal, he had a touch before you look. He had a touch and look at the goalkeeper. Then it's like, no, I'm placing this one. I'm not just going to blast it. So this is what I'm saying. Our strike. You can even tell now. If you bring in Foster you start a game with Foster, you're gonna be happy with the results, with the end product. Especially if you're gonna have the winger that will supply him. Then if you play with a team that plays the low block, this is where you're going to bring Mahopa, because now you know Mahopa is going to drag 2 center backs with him. Then he's going to use the runs all over there. Then it's going to create more space for number 10 and number 8 to push numbers forward. So I think this is actually nice create.
Do you think Egypt will play low block?
No. They're not going to play low block. They're going to play positional football that will have no impact. What I'm saying, they're going to look for more fouls. Egypt is no longer that attacking football team that will cause threat. Because I think now they have only two players that will be worried about. I think it's Salah and Mamouche. Then the rest of the players, they're playing local, and we know we dealt to them when we played in CAF last season. So we are aware how Egyptian play. So we know their style of play, what's going to happen when it comes to that game on Friday. And they also aware that South Africa is playing. This is an interesting football. We play football. We don't I don't know. We don't play umbrella football where we just helicopter football or just shoot and hope someone to run and shoot and score. No. We build from the back and see. We build from the black. We have midfielders. We have attackers. So we're not lacking anywhere.
The cracker, nearly cracker, by Bogas.
Well, TLB.
Ah.
You know what? At some point,
he has this reaction. He has this reaction when he misses because, like, he reminds me of
I actually jumped the moment he made. I think he made the two guys were actually approaching him. The moment he passed them out like the space, I actually stood up like Mbogazi. Because I remember that's like exactly what happened in Orlando. That space in front of him, and he actually took a chance. He actually took it. I'm like recreation again. I'm like, dude, I actually had the same reaction. I'm like, ooh, TLB. No. But no, man, no. You know what? I'm actually happy. And as you can see, he has that confidence now that if I get a space, I don't need to pass. I don't need to pass. I know I'm capable of shooting. Ngezana had the same similar space in the second half, but he couldn't do it because you can tell he's not a shooter. Instead, he opted to wait until Muremi actually opened up. I think it was Vorvai. Until Vorvai actually arrived, then he passed him. So you can tell that Mbogas, whenever you give him Mbogas space, he's always going to take a shot.
Do you think he had a great game?
No, not actually convinced in that much. As I'm saying, he didn't have that much of a challenge, especially second half.
Yeah,
he didn't have much of a. You always get to see a performance if you're getting challenged. So if you're not getting challenged, you're just gonna be rusty. You're gonna be there to make those mistakenly tackles or those recoveries. But all in all, he did. I'll say out of 10, I'll give him 6 or 7 because they didn't have that much of a challenge towards him. Also Ngezana, because I'll say their number 9. They didn't cause any issues. It's just when I was saying they were waiting for aerial balls, whether get set piece or free or corner kicks, where they will just play the ball over those guys. But during 90 minutes, pound for pound, Mbogazi and Ngezana had a quiet game. I wouldn't rate them as much as I would have rated my midfielders. Our midfielders did a job today.
Let me switch the script and be a bit, negative.
Yeah.
As Rele, should you be worried?
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. Remember how they said prior to the game, like Hugo Bruch doesn't use Rele that much on a Bafana level. So I think he knows the games that Rele is capable of playing, but for analyzing your opponent, I think he doesn't count Rele as much of a match winner for him or as an impact player for him. I think he looks at his qualities and think, okay, I know he's capable of doing this, but for me, for my plan, he's not capable. I can keep him on the bench. For experience and also for World Cup, I think this is what will be done. Because if you remember 2 years ago when we were playing AFCON, Apolis was there, but he was not used. I think he played the entire tournament. He didn't only get 10, 15 minutes.
But he's getting old. It's getting old.
Hence I'm saying, at that time, Apolis we didn't even know who's Apolis. He was still playing at Polokwane. We were like, oh, Apolis on Bafana. Okay. But for experience, that's when you can tell that Coach Hugo was building for World Cup and also for this AFCON, because now Apolis is that kind of a player now who's a leader, who has experience, who was there to play in Ivory Coast. He knows how the environment is. So now you can share with the guys, you can have a conversation with the guys. As you can see, most of the players who were there 2 years ago are no longer in Bafana. But those players that he selected them to be there, they are still there. The likes of CBC and the same policy. And obviously Williams is still there. So those guys are very important in Bafana level. So as really, I wouldn't be that much, because I don't know the plan is not a short-term plan, it's a long-term plan, because now Coach Hugo knows what he's doing with Rele, and he's not only the one I'm concerned about. It's a Rele and Campbell. I don't think they'll get much minutes on come to this tournament, but they will definitely be impact players whenever they get used to.
Psychologically, how do you deal with someone like that, who's a player, is hungry, he's carrying jersey number 10? There's going to be social media talks. He's going to watch social media. It's too much. It's just going to be too much.
Yeah.
And he wants to leave Orlando Pirates. He wants to play in Europe. I'm sure he has ambitions to play in Europe. How do you manage psychologically? What do you tell this player?
No, this is where you assure your players why you brought them to Bafana, why you brought them to this tournament. Because first of all, I think he was clear to them, even on the interview, that the players that I picked, I know what they can do. I know what they are capable. They are coachable. These are my players. So I think the assurance to a player is what's gonna boost him psychologically. Because now he knows that he's not just only there to warm up the bench. Whenever there's a chance, he's gonna tell, like, this is the type of a game I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use you. So he knows that, okay, some certain games I'm not gonna get, or even when he's watching a game, like, okay, this is not my type of a game, or this is not the type of a game coach will bring me on. So I think I'm not gonna get a chance. But whenever we're playing a certain different team, maybe a team that's playing a low block, that's where you're gonna see him bring him really. Because you know that the creativity, and the same thing of he's a master of short passes as well. He can do that with Foster. He can do that with Mbule. He can do that with, even though he can do it with Moremi. So I think he knows when he can use them. So the main factor is for the coach to be clear, to be upfront with him. Like, okay, don't think about what's happening outside the world. We are here to focus on the tournament. We are here as a team. So it's possible that the whole tournament is not going to play, but definitely you might be surprised when you go to America. He's going to be our star player on that Bafana squad.
Fair enough. What do you say to Mpule's second chance in life? He played very well first game. He held the balls very well. He did his duty very well. He was exhausted. You could see.
He was exhausted.
He was exhausted. I mean, the champ was very, very exhausted.
The work rate. I think, when you say you are given a second chance and you grab it with both hands, this is what Mbule did. The energy that he's pushing every time. Like, when you look at Mbule plays now in Bafana level, you wouldn't dream that Mbule plays like this before. Hence, I'm saying, the previous seasons we were struggling to see Mbule. Only those who were training with him and playing with him on a regular basis, they were able to pick up those qualities in Mbule. But us as fans on the other side, we could only see glimpse of it on the game, but we couldn't see the entire Mbule performing. But here we are now, we're witnessing him on the Bafana level, and he's actually grabbed that opportunity. He's happy. He's playing football, and you can tell that he's playing with freedom. As much as he's playing football, he's playing with freedom.
Is he regaining his strength that he's going to give us 90 minutes without him sweating?
Most definitely. He's regaining strength. The more important is the more you get minutes and the more you get confident when playing. This is where you're gonna excel. Hence, we actually just compare now with Mokoena. Mokoena was exhausted because of a work rate that he did. Because that midfielder, as I'm saying, our midfielder today, I will say my man of the match is 3 of them. I will give it to Yaya, Mokoena, and Mbule. And also remember, they struggled because of that. The captain, what's his name? Shit. Oh, sorry, now that captain from Angola, the guy who came from Portugal, that guy is a masterclass. That guy is a technician. He knows how to play football. That guy, he knows football. You can see that he's properly developed in Europe. He was causing issues for Mokoena. Hence, I'm saying Mokoena struggled because now the work rate, he could attack and also defend because this guy is good at distributing. So I'll give it to Mbule as well. I'm actually happy. And Yaya as well. As I'm saying, our midfielders, the game was won in the midfield. This is where the battle, I was interested to see that the battle was there in the midfield. Obviously, on the side, there were a lot of fouls, and it was not that much of a pretty game until Moremi's side. Okay, Moremi was actually having a moment of his own there on the other side. I think even the other number 18, he was not aware what type of a player Moremi is. So now I think he knows that. Okay, no, he cannot even take chances on that guy.
I mean, everyone is like, geez, man, I'm excited. I'm happy. I was very sad. You saw second half. During the first half,
it was concerning.
It was. Especially that we scored first half. We scored and we set back and
we disappeared. Yeah.
But funny enough, when we scored, now we kept playing. We kept playing.
This is where I'm saying the psychological conversation that Coach Hugo had on the second half on the dressing room. Like, if we get a second goal, don't sit back. We need a third goal. Don't sit back. Don't think now that we are leading, we can play. Hence, I'm saying, I think this is a mistake that he did after we scored the first goal. He told the players to calm down. Hence, we almost conceded immediately after we scored because they tried to play instead of they trying to focus on a position instead of playing. So now, after we scored the second goal, we became a threat to them again. They're like, oh God, these guys will go as a third goal. So we can't attack openly. Hence, like even now you can see that they try to make more subs to try to minimize us from attacking, only to find out we're not going to stop attacking. We'll keep on attacking until the last minute.
Wow. Okay. Amazing goal, amazing game, rather. Brilliant. Those who are watching, thank you so much for watching. And you know what? I'm happy. Share your comments. Thank you so much for supporting our PSL Pulse podcast. Wherever you see us, join us, stadiums, come chill with us, see us, Storch, and Lungas, and Homolemo. Wherever you are, you make what is PSL Pulse and family, and come share with us. Let's enjoy AFCON. Next week, Friday, same place. What time are we playing? Friday?
I think we're playing around this time. We're playing a 7 p.m. or a 9 p.m. game. I think we're playing a 9 p.m.
Okay, let me quickly check so that we can have an appointment with the guys. Let me just... But I think what we can agree on is that 1 hour before the game. I think let's do 1 hour before the game. Let's see. Let me just quickly do AFCON fixtures. I think we're playing... I know we play afternoon.
Yeah. Is it at 6 p.m. or around this time?
We should be playing afternoon. Is that 5?
5 p.m.
I think we're playing 5.
Fantastic.
Group match 3. Yeah, at 5.
5 p.m.
At 5. Yeah, we're playing at 5 on Friday. So, guys, we're playing at 5. Let's join each other at 4 o'clock. Just go through some of the... I'm just warning. I'll be at the wedding, so I'll have to steal 1 hour and run to the car and have this session.
No,
and then watch the game using the phone, and then try to squeeze again, do halftime analysis. And
yeah, I also think because I will be traveling, I will be in Eastern Cape, so yeah, network issues. But now we'll make a plan.
Yeah, no. Where in Eastern Cape are you? I'm in Eastern Cape today. Where are you going?
I'm going to Mount Fletcher. Mount Fletcher.
Mount Fletcher.
Yeah.
I'm in PE now. If you're in PE, say hi. Yeah?
Mount Fletcher. Yeah, hi in that.
Oh, why?
Yeah, hi.
Almost twice Eastern Cape. No, that's good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Sia, bro. And I appreciate you, man. Let's join again on Friday when we're watching Bafana. I see that Egypt and Zimbabwe game is going to be starting soon also. All the best to our neighbors, Zimbabwe. They better win so that when they come and play against us, they don't play like what they did. They must win. They must beat Egypt, actually.
So you know now what's the coach's plan now? For a game of Egypt, he's gonna fight to get a point. And he knows definitely that Zimbabwe owes us. We're gonna get a 3 points against Zimbabwe. So game of Egypt, we're definitely gonna play.
So are you saying we're going to revenge?
I'm telling you, for game of Zimbabwe, even if the coach doesn't say he wants revenge, I'm telling the players want revenge.
Oh yeah,
the players want revenge.
So it's gonna be very personal.
It's gonna be very personal.
In fact, we must meet them when having qualified, and you find that they're disparate. They need a point against us, and we make sure that they don't get a point.
Exactly.
And we 5-0, 5-0.
But yeah, no, it's possible. So yeah, no, revenge is gonna be there. Gonna be, I think Lala Mandil won and I got 29.
Yeah,
that's gonna
I think
be
so.
interesting.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
gonna be
Yeah.
an interesting game. So yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Please continue to share our channel with your colleagues, friends. Continue to engage with our content. As you know that we cover most of PSL games and including Bafana. And yeah, thank you so much for supporting the platform. I appreciate you. When you see us, Hala, let's talk the game. See, thank you so much, my brother. Let me release you. It's late at night. Let's get some rest. Let's enjoy Egypt and Zimbabwe. But we'll meet on Friday and engage. Thanks, my brother.
No. Good night, colleagues.
Thank you.
Good night.